Hi, I'm Sarah Fox, and although I'm not a disputes expert, in the sense of I'm not a litigator, I'd like to think about how you can help yourself to avoid disputes. Not because I don't want my dispute litigator friends to actually have any work, but because actually I think they're life-sapping, energy-draining, costly, time-consuming, and you've got better things to do. Go off and earn money doing something you love rather than spend it in court doing something you hate. So, how can you avoid disputes? Firstly, it's clarity. Keep your contracts clear, easy to read, understand and use. If you can't keep your contracts clear, then nobody can ever comply with them. If they can't comply, that's a dispute waiting to happen. But before you even got to the contract stage, who are you contracting with? Do business with people you trust. The times when my business has had to sack a client or a contract has gone wrong, I've normally got warning signs from the very first time I got into conversations with them. They became tricky or evasive, or they kept changing their minds, or they wouldn't actually formally agree in writing what we were going to do and how we would work together in the future. So, use your business common sense to actually go into contracts with the right sorts of people. One of the ways you can look at that is to decide how you might resolve disputes if they happened in the contract. Now, if you end up with discussions saying, oh, no, we don't do mediation, we don't do sort of negotiation, we don't do that kind of stuff, then maybe they're going to be a bit too aggressive. Maybe they're not the sort of person you want to do business with. But the other thing you can do, so once you've chosen the right people to do business with, you've written a nice, clear, collaborative contract, then you need to conduct yourselves in a way that is open and honest throughout the project. So using things like the NEC4 and the new ICC early warning procedures help you to warn when things may be going a little bit pear-shaped, because that's the best time to deal with it. Get the information then, deal with it then, and don't wait until it becomes a huge issue. Really, deal with the little things as they arise, because that's the way to keep the project running smoothly. Now, procedures aren't always easy to cope with. There's things like conditions precedent. There may be procedures in there that you had no idea about. Should have read your contract first. There may be things in there that actually don't fit your internal procedures. Again, read your contract first and make sure it complies. But follow the procedures, because they're designed to help you share information, to work together, and to keep negotiations flowing throughout the project. Those are the best ways to avoid disputes. Stay on the right side of the contract. Stay on the right side of your supply chain, your project team, and everyone else involved. And be honest and open. When things start to go wrong, own up. Say so. Get it sorted. Don't let it fester. John Grisham, when he was writing about lawyers, used to talk about something called fish files. And they were files that sat in the corner of your desk and got smellier and smellier and smellier. Well, that's what happens on projects when disputes happen. Little tiny things just sit on the corner of a desk getting smellier and smellier and smellier. You can avoid that. Don't get into the fish file scenario. Avoid disputes with good processes all the way through the contract lifestyle, from choosing the right people to work with, writing a clear contract that everyone understands, and then following the procedures. It seems simple. Okay, it doesn't often happen, but those are my top tips. So enjoy using your contracts to avoid disputes and avoid the life-sapping problems of going to court.